This morning's reading comes from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 16, verses 14 through 16. In this passage, Jesus passes the baton to his followers. Finally, the risen Christ appeared to the 11 themselves while they were at the table and scolded them for their disbelief and their stubbornness, since they had put no faith in those who had seen Jesus after the resurrection. Then Jesus told them, "Go into the whole world and proclaim the good news to all creation. The one who believes it and is baptized will be saved. The one who refuses to believe it will be condemned."
We come today with a mixture of feelings. We've just passed through a whole week that turns us upside down. And yet, we come to this moment where, by the resurrection of Jesus, God is asking us to choose life. I think sometimes we get caught up in the whole passion of Jesus, and we don't move beyond that. I was kind of dismayed at all the television around the passion of Jesus. Where's all the television about the resurrection of Jesus? We get caught in the emotion that is real and strong. And we can't deny that without going to the cross, there would be no resurrection. Several years ago, when I was serving as the associate pastor at First Congregational in Salem, our senior pastor had a stroke in February, so that left me as the solo pastor in a fairly large urban church. On the Wednesday before Palm Sunday, the husband of a church member was killed in an accident. Thursday, an older member died. Friday, before Palm Sunday, my cousin, my same age, died of a heart attack. The next Tuesday, a 32-year-old mother in the congregation died of pulmonary embolism. And on Saturday, the day before Easter, a very active church member had a brain aneurysm. And I stepped into the pulpit on Easter and said, I got nothing, folks. Except that without Good Friday, there is no Easter. That said, let's put this in perspective, that we walk through the passion, that we don't get hung up there, that Jesus showed us that he chose the path. He could have left Jerusalem. He could have avoided being arrested and crucified. And he said, it's time to stand up for what I believe. And it's because Jesus so strongly believed and modeled for us what life can be like when we treat each other with respect, when we live together in community, when we take relationships seriously. That's worth standing up for and saying, no, I'm not going to change my story because I know I've got it right. And for him, that meant death on the cross. And we say that Jesus died for us. And what for me that really means is he showed us how to live and went even to death to show us, to give us that lesson. So as we come to this Easter day, it's time for us to stand up for what we believe. And not let anybody tell us we can't say that, we can't believe that. Because, my friends, we are called to build beloved community. Martin Luther King got it right. And those words, beloved community, have so much deep meaning for us as Christians. Because that's exactly what Jesus did. give up everything you've got, move in as community, and take care of each other. That was the abiding message. And interestingly, as we heard in the scripture this morning, thank you, Barbara, go and tell the whole world. This isn't just for us. It's not just a secret that we keep over here. Come on in here. This is a message that we're called to bring to the whole world. So at the end of all the Gospels, we have Jesus commissioning the disciples and anybody who would be involved. It wasn't just the 12. It was a whole movement. And look what happened. That was 2,000 years ago. And here we are. Now, it may not be so difficult for us. We may not have to face death, although we may. But we can stand up for what we believe and to share that with the world. So my Easter message to you, my friends, is you are commissioned. You are called and sent out from this place to share that amazing good news that death does not win. Death does not win. Love wins.
Amen.